Hey, what's up? Welcome back to another episode of Got Thoughts. Today we're joined by, of course, me and Brandon, and we've got Cam, and new to the show is Danny. What's up, Danny?
What's up? What's up, everybody?
So, obviously, last night was first episode. Man, no answers yet.
No answers
Obviously.
at all.
At all.
Zero.
Just
Waited 2 whole years for a dragon ride. You feel me?
exactly. We
Yo,
basically
that dragon ride is going to be at Disney or Universal or one of these
Oh, for
fucking
sure.
theme parks soon.
Yeah,
That's
for sure.
100%.
Yep. Basically, just a big setup episode. My whole theory of at least one person was going to die got blown out the water.
Yep, that was
So-
my theory too.
I thought it was gonna be like I said last week. I thought it was just gonna be like they're gonna set the tone. Like a whole bunch of people were gonna die in the first episode. I guess
You
I
know-
didn't really think it out. You
I
know?
think they did it that way because of the long gap that they had in between
Yeah,
seasons.
they had
So I think they had to put some pieces into puzzle pieces into place.
Right.
If you look at all the other seasons, there hasn't really been a season opener that was like crazy. Besides the one, I can't remember what season it was where Arya kills that dude in the bar. With the hound. I think it was season 5.
Well, season 7, Arya also kills the entire Frey family.
Family, yeah. I
Yep.
think those were the was that the opener though?
Mm-hmm. That's how the show opened that
Opened.
season. Yeah.
Yeah. But other than that, like the previous seasons were the openers were kind of slow, dragged on, place certain things in places. So
Remind you where everybody was at, all that
Yep.
good stuff. Yep.
What do we think about the kind of tension between Danny and Sansa?
I think it's
Oh,
gonna be a problem.
Yeah.
Wow.
Danny's definitely going to kill her.
Problem. My favorite part when she was like, "What do dragons eat anyways?" And she was like, "Whatever they want."
Oh,
Yeah.
I was like, damn. Hey, Cam,
Yeah, she
last
did-
week you were talking all about how Danny was going to go save the world. And I said, no, she's going to turn into a bad bitch.
Bad bitch.
She's
Yeah, you
turning
did.
into
You
that
called
bad
that.
bitch
You
already.
called that.
Yeah.
Like, it was like a complete 180 flip of what we thought of who she was.
Man,
and
I
like,
still
she has,
love
like-
her.
Yeah, me too. Me too. She it's like cold hearted because like even when she said that line, like she didn't even like look or nothing, just straight
No,
face.
just straight
like,
face and
whatever they
everything. Yup. So
Yeah.
cold.
want. Without a heartbeat.
Well,
And
and
then,
then
But I loved how they still showed the soft side of her when she was, walking with John, talking with John and stuff like that, and playing with the dragons and clowning around with John with the dragons. So they did show that she could still be nice, but she's not gonna take no shit from anybody that questions her. Just like how they referenced when she killed, the Tyrells,
Yeah.
the Tarleys.
Same-
Tarleys,
yeah.
the Tarleys. Just how they referenced that, like he didn't bend the knee, he died. Oh, your brother too? Yeah, he died. So
Straight face.
she's not she's not the soft Danny from season 1, season 2. She's evolved over 8 seasons. She knows how to be the nice queen, the mother, the breaker of chains, but she's also a fucking cold. Am I allowed to curse?
Yeah,
yeah.
man. Say whatever
She's
you
a
want.
fucking cold bitch now. Like
For 100%, like she's not playing any games. That's why I think now that John knows who he really is, like that's going to be very interesting to see how that actually plays out. If he's actually, because he's like, man, that's treason. Like he knows like how she's going to feel if he tries to take that.
I bet they're
Yeah.
going to try to hide that from Danny because I think he knows that she'll freak out if she finds that out.
100%. Like you're sleeping with your nephew.
Right.
Like,
That and
More so, it's that
And he's the rightful-
she's sleeping with the rightful heir.
Yeah.
He's got a more
He's the king.
legitimate claim.
Yeah, she has no right to the claim to the throne if he's alive. So
that's true.
that fucks up her whole plan.
I mean, if he
And-
hides it though, that's kind of bitch made.
yes,
I think he will.
facts. I think he will too. I also think that Daenerys is so set on sitting on that fucking throne. Like it doesn't matter who she loves or how she feels about anybody. In her mind, she's going to sit on that throne. And if John brings up that he is, the rightful heir, that's going to cause friction between them. And John doesn't want that because he knows that he needs her on his side to fight the dead. Because all John cares about right now is fighting the White Walkers, not who sits on the throne.
Yep.
Yeah, survival. That's what he cares about.
That's
And-
probably going to be her downfall. Is that her just lust for the throne is probably
Yeah.
going to fuck her over.
Yeah, that greed.
You know, if she were paying
wow.
any attention at all, she would know that Jon was a Targaryen because he rode the fucking dragons.
Fucking dragon, exactly.
Yeah, but I don't think people know shit about the dragons because like they've never been around for how many ever thousands of years, and then they just come out of nowhere. But yeah, that was a funny little tidbit that that I didn't remember or know to begin with, was that only Targaryens can ride dragons.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's been referenced before in the show.
So then why can the Night King ride the dragon?
I have that same question. Is it maybe he's Targaryen, or maybe once they're dead, it doesn't matter anymore?
Yeah,
He kind of took over the whole thing's soul.
Hopefully that gets to be explained.
Yeah, I agree. That's a question that I still have going in.
Did you notice how the dragon looked at Jon when he was like kissing Dany? He's like giving that look like, that's your family, brother.
Man, it reminded me of like the dog in the corner of the room watching you bump uglies with your old lady or something.
That's why he kept giving her the eye. Jon was like kissing her, like giving her the eye, like this is weird as fuck.
Yeah.
Don't you sniff my ass?
Because they think of her as their mom, so it's like, why are you messing with my mom?
Exactly. Yeah, they're giving them that eye for real.
Yep.
If we backtrack to the beginning of the episode, when everybody was walking in, you know, one by one, the army, you know, when Arya saw the Hound, like her face was like, oh, like he is still alive. And then the next group of people, but then all the way the people of the North were looking at everybody walking in, they were looking at them with disgust, not with, wow, these people are here to help us fight. I wonder if that's going to be a big, you know, factor into the coming episodes, with the North looking at all these people coming into their, you know, their kingdom per se, and not wanting them there.
Well, if you go all the way back to season 1, episode 1, whenever Robert Baratheon's procession was coming through, the people had the same expressions on their faces when they were seeing that king come through.
Right.
The North just isn't very welcoming of outsiders. They don't want anybody that's not Northern to be there. So I think it's just they're like, all these motherfuckers are coming in here and they're not from here. They're not one of us.
And they're coming to eat our food. They're coming to stay.
Right.
Yep.
Our king has withdrawn his crown. What the hell is going on to this white girl? Like they're just pissed. They're not happy at all. That's why she's like, Your Grace, like you're not a king anymore. You withdrew your crown. We looked up to you and you gave that away. Yep. Basically, they felt like they were betrayed.
Immediately, Bran lets everybody know. Boom, the wall is down. The White Walker's coming. He has your fucking dragon.
Yeah,
right. And they don't seem to care. Like the Northerners.
There was no like, oh my god. It was just, why is she here? Like,
right. They probably don't think it's real still. Like the Lannister clan probably still doesn't think it's real. People don't think this shit is real until it's right in front of their face.
But how could they not think it's real when the dragons came flying right over them?
No, I mean the White Walkers.
Oh, the White Walkers.
Yeah. No one's concerned about that shit except for Jon.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, not many people have actually seen them, you know.
And then Cersei, Cersei's doing her Cersei shit, where she fucking, you know. Side note: Cersei's my father's favorite character since the first season, and I asked him why, and he's like, she's playing the fucking most conniving game.
It's true, 100%. She is,
100%.
And it's just like, you hate her, but then you can't be mad at her because it's not like you don't hate her the way you hated Joffrey. You just hate her because she's just like so manipulative, and just it has to be her way or she's a spoiled brat about everything.
Yeah, no fucks given from her.
Exactly. And she's over there, you know. I laughed so hard when she told the dude, if you want a whore, go buy one. If you want a queen, earn it. But then she still let him smash because she's still trying to get what she wants. Like,
that's gonna be the Instagram like girls motto from now on.
I didn't see my Facebook post. I posted it on Facebook like a little meme. And it was like somebody tweeted it, and then somebody tweeted underneath, "This is gonna be the basic bitch status of the year." Like,
that's it. It's gonna be regurgitated so many times on social media.
Yeah,
I was just happy to finally see that she slept with someone that wasn't her family member. Like,
yo, but then Euron Greyjoy's like, so how do I match up next to the old king?
Yeah, how do
I match up next to your brother? I completely
like, this guy's whack. As soon as he did that, I was like, this guy's lame.
Yeah, he's like, I want to know, is my dick bigger? Are they bigger? Was I better with my mouth? Come on, what's up? Dude's crazy, man.
Speaking of dick being bigger, now how about Theon fucking actually having some balls for once in his life, coming in there and saving his sister.
His sister, yeah,
And then she stands up and headbutts his ass down.
straight slept his ass.
Yeah.
I'm glad after like 6 seasons, Theon finally, or 7. It's been like 7 seasons.
Yeah,
The entire series, that Theon actually does something that makes you like, okay, this guy, isn't that bad.
Right.
They're trying to end it with us not hating Theon, pretty
Yeah.
much, because we've hated him all
Since,
along.
since
Since he stabbed the Starks in the back, basically, we've been like, man, fuck that motherfucker.
yeah.
Now he's kind of coming around, and he's apparently going to head north and fight with the Starks. That's kind of what I got from the little back and forth between him and his sister. Yeah, she was like, all right, go do you.
I also had the same question. Why didn't? Okay, well, I guess it doesn't really matter though. Why didn't they just all go to that, the Greyjoy place where the White Walkers can't swim? I mean, they do have the one dragon now, but they could have just got away from the White Walkers there.
They might eventually.
Yeah, I think to stand their ground right now to try to save as much land as they possibly can.
Well, I think that's Cersei's play with Euron. Is he's the king of the Iron Isles or whatever. So if she's in with him, then she could retreat there if shit hits the fan.
As long as Theon's sister doesn't take it back.
Yeah, which now that she's free, that's gonna create a whole new story arc for that. But
there's definitely a lot of key components in the play right now.
Like Cersei actually being pregnant. Am I the only one that caught that?
Yeah.
I still don't think she actually is.
I doubt it. Yeah, I think she was just trying to do that to get at her brother. I don't think she.
Yeah.
You don't think she's really pregnant?
No, she was drinking wine after she got done boning Euron. She wouldn't be sitting there drinking if she was pregnant.
Yeah, I don't think.
True.
I think she was just trying to play mind games with her brother.
But I think that whenever Euron put his hand on her stomach and was like, I'm going to put a prince in your belly, she kind of had that smirk on her face like, it's not a bad idea. Then I actually would be pregnant.
Yeah.
And she could play Jamie and all that stuff.
Yeah.
True.
Because she told Jamie that she would tell everybody it was his
then it's
baby and all that.
Another kid to take the throne after she leaves.
Yeah. But I don't think that's going to actually come to fruition. Sorry to your father, but I think she's going to die.
Yeah. Sorry, pops.
She's got to go 100%. What about Bran? Like
he's fucking weird.
Yeah.
I did not like that kid since he fell off the damn castle in the first episode. Like,
yeah, he's like I said last episode, his emotions are gone. So he's just like he's there, but he's not there emotionally.
I love how he knows everything that's going on, and he still doesn't give a fuck about anything but sitting there and watching people.
Exactly.
Well, that was what was awesome is they asked him, why are you just sitting here? He's like, I'm waiting for an old friend. And then who shows up at the end?
Yeah.
His old friend.
Why do you think he was so interested in telling Jon the truth about who he really is? Like he doesn't give a shit about anything, but he's like, we need to tell Jon who he is. That kind of seemed weird to me.
Maybe because he sees the path that Dany could be going on to be kind of vengeful and
the Mad Queen or something.
The Mad Queen, and he knows that Jon is more balanced.
Unless Bran is actually warged as the Night King and needs Jon and Daenerys to fucking fight so that the Night King can sit on the throne.
There you go. I mean, that could be a possibility as well. I mean, that's kind of the popular internet rumor. Yeah.
Yeah, it's that's going around all over is that he's the Night King, but
yeah, that's a big.
Maybe he's trying to play that devil's advocate and make them. I hope not though, just because it's been going around for so long, and kind of be spoiled,
I think one of the things that I think is most likely for Bran is that if he does discover that he's the Night King, he would off himself for the benefit of the living. Yeah. Like he would realize oh, fuck, I'm doing both of these things. Shit. All right. Well, let me just kill myself and then it'll all go away.
Yeah.
I wonder where exactly did it happen where he actually became the Night King? What happened that led him to warging into the Night King?
Yeah, I hope they explain a lot of this shit, because for the most part, we're still all just I don't know. It's all subjective and speculative.
I mean, I wouldn't even be mad if the Night King was nobody but just some fucking dead person that became king. Give him no origin story. Don't give him origin at all. Don't give him no crazy backstory. If that's the case, if they can't explain all that shit, I would rather not have
Yeah,
a
just
fucking
tell.
a background. Just let it be, you know.
Yeah, just
Yeah,
tell
I'm
me.
cool with that too. I think.
Yeah.
What about Braun, guys? What do you think about him? You know, first off, his orgy got interrupted, and that was just
That was
bullshit.
bullshit.
Awkward as fuck.
But second, they gave him this crossbow that was Joffrey's and said, "Hey, go kill the Lannister boys."
Yeah. So
I don't think Braun's gonna do it. I think his relationship with Tyrion is too strong. I
And
think
Jamie, he's
and
boys
Jaime,
with Jamie.
Yeah.
I think their relationship is too strong, and I think all series Braun has been doing things for money, working for Lannisters for money. I think he's finally found two people that he actually cares about, and he is not gonna. My guess is he is not going to turn on Jamie and Tyrion for Cersei.
That's
I
what
agree.
that's what we were discussing last week because we're like, well, will his dynamic change because he's always been a higher sword this whole time. But like when I was agreeing with you, like I was saying, like basically, since he's met with Tyrion and what's his name, his brother,
Jamie?
yeah, with Jamie, since he's had that relationship with them, I think his mode has changed from being that higher sword to having some type of loyalty. But at the same time, with that. What do you call him, the priest or whatever, describing what he could possibly get. I think he's like in a hard place where he wants all this stuff, but at the same time, he doesn't want to cross his friends. But he also knows that Cersei has taken stuff back from him before, so what keeps her from doing it again? So I think he's not going to play into her hand this time and give her what she wants and him not get what he wants.
I just think this is a way for the story writers to get him up north to fight against the walkers and all that stuff. So
I like Braun. I liked him the whole series. I don't think he's gonna turn heel on us here,
yeah, I hope not, man. I kind of like him being on the fan favorite side for sure.
Yeah. And he's
What
gonna
about what
he's
about
gonna-
Gendry? What's Gendry's role in all of this shit?
He's gonna fuck Arya.
You can tell right away.
They are all about each other. Like as soon as they reconnected and all that shit back in the forge, she's like, "Oh, that's a great weapon you made."
Yeah.
Shit.
You don't know
That's
whether
Robert. That's Robert Baratheon's bastard.
Yeah.
I mean, and people have been saying, one of our other columnists, Garth, he wants Gendry to sit on the throne. I mean, if that's the case, then maybe him and Arya somehow team up and conquer this whole thing together. That would be interesting.
Only if Arya kills Cersei with Jaime's face.
Yeah,
that would be cool.
That's what I was saying. I think Arya's gonna like kill someone somehow or something crazy like that with her face changing shit.
Yeah, she well, it showed it in the previews. She was like, "Oh, I can't wait to use this face." So she was about to kill someone of importance, and I think it was Jamie, but I don't think Arya has that type of motive. I think she likes being behind the scenes. I think she likes being that assassin that she's been trained to be. That's why she didn't say nothing the whole time.
Like when John asked her if she's used needle yet, she's like, "Oh yeah, once or twice."
Yeah, once or
twice. Yeah, right.
Yeah. How'd you sneak up on me? She's a fucking assassin.
But they were both being coy whenever, she was like, "How'd you survive getting stabbed in the heart?" And he's like, "Oh, I didn't."
Yeah.
He didn't say everything that really happened.
Right,
oh yeah, I got brought back from the dead by some fire bitch.
I kind of forgot what happened to her. Where is she at?
She went to Essos to try to recruit more people to come and fight from there. Yeah, more of the fire priests and priestesses. Right? Yeah, she'll be back.
What do you think about Arya's line in the sand that she drew? She was like, "I'm on Sansa's side, so fuck that blonde haired bitch."
Yeah, she's like, I'm worried about our family. Yeah, that was interesting.
So when shit hits the fan, if John's gonna go side with Dany or whatever, she's not having it. So that's kind of interesting. I thought.
That's very interesting because it's interesting because she said, I'm deciding with my family, and it's kind of hard for John because the Targaryens is his family, and so are the Starks. He's half Stark, half Targaryen, so he's in a rock and hard place. I'd hate to be in his place. I would hate that.
Maybe that's why Bran thought it was so important to let him know who he really was.
Right.
That's true too. Maybe that's why.
They also foreshadowed talking about them both running the kingdom together. They kind of foreshadowed that a little bit.
Oh, the proposal, right?
Yeah, with the proposal. Yeah, so they kind of hinted at that a little bit with them two running it. I think that would be the best option. is them running it together. They practically are already. So, but at the same time, back to Danny wanting to share the spotlight.
Will she want to? Will she want to do it, or is she
Yeah.
still holding on to fucking Khal Drago somehow coming back someday?
Zach thinks he's coming back this season.
Yeah, for some
Yeah.
reason, I just think Jason Momoa is such a huge star, then they're going to bring him back somehow. I wouldn't be surprised if it doesn't happen, but I don't know. They keep saying that they're going to bring all these cameos in, so what better dude to bring back than that guy?
The only way I see it is if it's in like a flashback or whatever to an earlier conversation that Danny and Drogo had.
Yeah.
I don't think he's going to be relevant in the plot of this season, though.
Yeah,
it'd be
he
hard.
died on another continent, so it's not like he's going to be risen as a White Walker or anything like that.
Right.
And unless the White Walker starts fucking flying his dragon all over the place and resurrecting everybody in the world,
which he might do.
But they still have to get him back over there, and then because the way he died with the pillow over the face, and then she burned him up. So
Yeah,
he was burned at the pillar.
Yeah, he's not.
Or
coming
maybe that fire bitch will bring him back or some shit.
Ooh.
I mean, he was burnt. Like,
yeah, maybe she can like conjure up burnt people or something.
Cremated, bro. Like he's.
I don't think he's coming back. I forgot.
Yeah, he probably won't.
He is gone. Yeah. Like I said, yeah.
I do think that Danny's gonna die.
Ooh,
I do think she'll end up dying in the fight. And maybe there's like some kind of, because didn't the witch say when the sun sets on the west or something like that, that's when Khal Drago will rise again or something like that?
Yeah, she said when the sun rises in the west and sets in the east, when your womb quickens again and all that stuff.
So maybe she has to get pregnant again and
Which
die with the child in her. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
die with a child in her. Maybe that child is.
That'd be interesting.
That would be interesting. That I don't know. Shoot, it would make John's path to the throne a lot easier.
True.
Yeah, it makes his decision making a whole lot easier as well. Because because I don't know, I didn't expect him to take it as well as he did, because he was still thinking about, well, I can't take the throne because it's treason. And poor Sam was thinking like, oh, he's about to kill my ass because I'm telling him this information. Because we had this talk last week. We were like, well, would you tell him? Like, if you knew your man was about to get married to his aunt at his wedding, would you tell him at his wedding? Like, what would you do?
And they did not wait. They told him
right off the bat.
Real boys.
Right off the bat. So.
I didn't see that coming. I definitely thought they would wait like 3 or 4 episodes before they broke that to John.
Oh yeah, they rushed through a lot in this one. Like the introduction with Danny and Sansa, where Bran's just like, yeah, we don't have time for all this introductions. This is the shit that's going down. They rushed through that. Normally they keep information for like 3 or 4 episodes before everybody's caught up.
It's a shorter season. That's why.
Yeah,
they don't have the time for it probably.
Well, and they don't have a next season to get to. You know what I'm saying? Like they've got to finish up the entire story. So it's like we're gonna get rapid fire information for a lot of these episodes.
I don't know why didn't they just do 10 episodes?
That's messed up. Like, how you gonna make people wait 2 years and then give them the last season and then give them shorter season? That's hella messed up.
Yeah, it's probably got to do with money or some shit like that.
Well, they do have to spend a lot of money for this production. They can't just.
I mean, they got it. They have like the biggest fucking following of fans. I mean,
right?
17 million viewers. You know
what I'm saying? Like they had to have had like it couldn't have been money. I don't know what it was. Maybe actors didn't want to do it, or I don't fucking know.
I don't see why not when they're getting paid $2 million an episode or whatever. Shit, I'll do it.
They get $2 million an episode.
Like
they get something crazy.
Yeah, Jon Snow and Danny and the main characters, Cersei, they get about $2 million an episode.
Yeah.
They're getting paid fat stacks, dude. I'll dress up in 14th century wear. I'll go to sword combat for that shit. Hell yeah.
Exactly.
How pissed would you be if you're one of the people that died like way back when?
Sean Bean.
Yeah, I'd be pissed.
Man, I literally told myself this guy's gonna be the guy to sit on the throne.
Oh, when you were watching the first season or whatever?
When I first watched it for the first time, this guy get his fucking head cut off on episode 7, and I was just like,
you're like, fuck.
Like, damn.
But I think that's part of what captured a lot of us is the ones of us that didn't read the books or whatever before the shows came out. We saw him and we're like, oh yeah, this dude, he's gonna be the dude. And then when he died, we are like, oh shit, now what? I gotta pay attention now.
Yep.
Then it was Rob Stark, and then they fucking killed Rob off and his whole family. And it's like, what?
Yeah,
you didn't know who to go for. Like I was always secretly pulling for Daenerys, but I wanted the Stark, you know.
Okay, so you've always kind of wanted Starks to be,
you know, like I was always pulling for the Stark family because they're the family that the show opens up to. They're the ones that you kind of draw into. Dany had a slow development.
She really did.
I think right around the time where she kind of like stepped up as a Dothraki leader was when I'm like, okay, I can actually see her evolving. And then I didn't think she was gonna make it to like season 3, and then her dragon started doing shit, and like I was like, all right, I named my daughter after her. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's awesome.
Like, that's badass. That's fucking badass.
I just don't see her. I don't see her sitting on the throne.
Yeah,
that would be too predictable for the show to end like that or whatever.
Yep.
Yeah, it's too much because even like when Sam was asking John those questions, and John was still trying to defend her, and he's like, "Well, yeah, I wasn't the king at the time when I spared those people." And basically, Sam asked like, you stepped down for the people to announce her crown. Will she do the same? And it was like,
hell no,
she will not.
She is so bloodthirsty on sitting on the Iron Throne. Like I told you last week, man. Like that's her obsession.
Yeah, it is.
She has so many people following her though that will not understand John's reasoning for things. Does that make sense? Like she has Dothrakis, she has the Unsullied. They don't understand, the common folks' ways of thinking. So she can't just lead all these people, free them from slavery, do all these things, all these years for all these people, say that she's the queen, she's the mother, these are my dragons, this is all for you, and then, oh, sorry guys, it's not happening no more. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think they're gonna. Since they foreshadowed the proposal that they're just gonna become queen and king, and run it together. He runs.
I don't even see that happening.
I don't either.
I see that happening. I see it happening. Because she's gonna get pregnant by John, and it's gonna be hella awkward. Because I don't think he's gonna tell her that that's his.
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna tell her either.
Yeah, no way. That's freaking. Oh god.
Yep.
Jesus. People are sleeping with their family members in the shows.
John very well may sit on the throne, but not until after Daenerys is dead.
Yeah. So like I said, I think she still might die, but I think they're gonna try to work it out together. Because like John said, it's treason if he tries to take the spot from her. So I don't see that happening because he's too by the books.
What about Jaime showing up?
I think he fucked up. I don't think he was expecting. I don't think he was expecting the welcome that he got. I think he's in a world of trouble because he's in a lot of shit with a lot of people there. And they kind of foreshadowed that in the next episode, in the previews for the next episode.
I didn't watch the previews for the next episode. I hate spoiling it for myself.
Okay,
it doesn't look good for him.
I posted a little status on Facebook that was like, "Hey, ask your questions, and we'll talk about it on the air." And my boy Seth came up with a question that said, "How big was the shit that you think Jaime took when he looked around and saw Bran sitting there looking at him?" Oh God!
So he had no idea that Bran was still alive, right?
He had no idea.
Yeah.
That's
because
crazy.
Bran was gone. Remember, he was like off into the all over the place with Hodor and the other two fucking wildling kids.
Yep.
I love how the first episode ended with Jaime pushing him off the window, and then the first season, the last episode ends with them finally seeing each other again.
Yeah, that is crazy.
Yeah, I think that's a big portion.
And if you remember back to that first episode, that archway that Bran was sitting at was where his wolf was sitting the entire time Bran was climbing. So they just played back to a lot of everything was a callback to episode 1. Yeah,
that's what they were saying. Is like it was a big episode, maybe not for the viewers, but for the actors themselves, because a lot of them haven't seen each other in 10 years. So,
yeah.
It's like this big reunion of everybody coming back together. Even from what's his name, the Ip Man, Tyrion. Meeting with Sansa again, and Sansa telling him like, "You're not as smart as I thought you were. I used to think you were the smartest man." And you're sitting here.
Yep.
So there's a lot.
What kind of tribulations do you think Tyrion is dealing with right now? Because he's still like the best diplomat in my eyes.
Yep.
So, what do you think is going through his mind? You know, I posed that question. What do you think is going through his mind right now with all these moving parts happening?
Yeah, that's a good question.
I think he can see that everything is starting to unravel.
Mhm.
Everyone's secrets are starting to come out, and he doesn't like where a lot of this is going. And I think that's why he's allowing himself to kind of play a backseat to a lot of things, because he doesn't want to put his name or his energy into it, because he knows how fucked up a lot of this shit is.
Yep. Especially
And
go ahead.
and it's probably all going to unravel even further when the White Walkers actually show up and start fucking shit up.
Which is like right around the corner, because they went. Just remember the last part of the episode. They went to that castle, and the young lord that went to go get his people with their horses.
Santa sent him to die.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and they're all gone. So now the White Walkers even got more people now, because he was supposed to go get more of his crew. So, and that means they're not far from Winterfell.
She sent him to his death.
Yep, she sure did. The Umber boy or
Umber,
whatever his
right?
name is.
Umbers.
Yeah, numbers. Yep. So they're a lot closer than I think they expect, and it's going to be a rude awakening next episode.
And of course, I was pretty adamant about Tormund being the first person killed in the show this season, and that it would be in the first episode. And I was going on a rant about that for a while. Turns out I don't know shit. Just like Jon Snow, I know nothing.
You know nothing. See, I drink and I know things. And my guess for the first person that's going to die in the show is going to be, I'm going to say right here on record that the first person that's going to die is going to be the Hound.
Ooh. I mean, we were all wrong. It was the Umber boy, but
I mean,
I just fucking with you.
like main character wise, I think the Hound's going to die. I don't see them killing off Cersei yet. I think she might make it to like episode 3. Because
I think she'll make it a lot longer than that. I think she's the main foil from the south, and the war right now is all in the north.
Yeah,
eventually it'll trickle down.
Yeah, I don't think the Hound's gonna die just yet. I think him and his brother are gonna fight first.
Yeah,
oh,
I think we're gonna get the Clegane Bowl.
Because like last episode was like the first
forgot
time
about
his face, and it was like he's not there. Like his face is like black, and he's definitely not there. So
I forgot about that.
Yeah, so he's not going to know it's his brother. So they're definitely going to.
I retract everything that I said.
yeah,
it's all right.
But I don't see Sansa or Arya dying just yet.
No way.
Arya's going to survive. She's a survivor.
I don't see Jon Snow dying. Obviously, Daenerys is going to die. Maybe the leader of the Unsullied. Maybe.
Yeah, his days are numbered for sure. He's probably like the rumor is that there's a big fight coming for episode 3, and I'm pretty sure that's going to be the episode where at least a few people die.
Yeah,
they say that's when the Walkers are going to be at Winterfell, is around episode 3. So that would be the big war.
That other guy, the other guy that's Daenerys' fucking best friend, buddy.
Oh yeah, what is his name?
Jorah Mormont.
Mormont. I think he's going down too pretty soon.
Probably.
Man, that guy's got 9 lives though, huh?
Yeah.
He's survived a lot of shit.
They all have.
He's such a great actor.
He is. It's gonna be hard to see who goes first. It's gonna be very interesting. Or maybe nobody dies.
Yeah, I can't put a finger on it now.
It's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard to.
Maybe it's Jamie, but I don't know. I feel like there's so much more. There's so much characters still have so much more questions that we need to answer before somebody can just get killed off.
Yeah, because like with Jamie, like he's in trouble with all of them. But I think because they need the best swordsman right now, that's not what they're worried about. So I think it like foreshadowed him being in trouble, and Arya talking about she's excited to kill this person to get their face, and it makes it seem like it's going to be Jamie. But I don't think Jamie's going anywhere anytime soon either, because they need someone like him right now.
Brienne of Tarth.
Ooh, a lot of people would be mad if she dies before she has babies with Tormund.
Yep.
Garth. Yeah.
I mean, the only thing that we can say, and I think Adam, who was on the podcast a couple of weeks ago, he said it perfectly. We're not ready.
Yeah. It's gonna,
you know, that's the only thing that you can really say is whatever happens, we're not ready for it.
Right.
There's so much out there, and like you said, Danny, so many of these characters have so much more to tell. There's so much more story that we could get out of them, but they've got to die.
Yep.
One of my buddies said, it feels like the show's burning through the stuff it knows we're expecting so it could start doing the stuff we aren't.
Mm.
And that's so true. Like a lot of this shit, you know, that people have been predicting, I bet the show writers are sitting there like, oh, well, they're predicting that. Well, we'll go this way then.
I mean, they had 2 years to plan it out. So
right.
shit.
True.
And
very true. 2 years
Golly.
to wrap this shit up the right way.
With the best writers, it's gonna be hard for anybody to guess.
yeah. Well, we'll be back here every week, every Monday night on YouTube, talking about it, trying to decipher it, figure it all out. Cam and Danny, you guys will be back several times within the next few weeks.
Sure.
Why don't you guys go ahead and tell our listeners where they can find you on social media and all that good stuff? Cam, go first, and then Danny, you can wrap it up.
Yeah, so everybody, you can find me on all social media at I am Cam Harris, CAM Harris. Look forward to being back, fellas.
Cool.
And everybody
Danny,
can find me at any social media platform, Danny Limelight. I'm not hard to find, and I look forward to being back. I had a lot of fun. Thanks, you guys.
and you know, just to give a quick backstory, Cam was on last week. We kind of talked about his podcast and things like that. Danny is a professional wrestler. So he's not really involved with the podcasting world per se, but he is an entertainer, and he goes out there and, you know, sells tickets and wins belts. So,
Sir,
That's
hell
dope.
yeah, man! It's cool to have you on. And I noticed in some of your profile pics and stuff that you fit the mold for our podcast completely, because you've got the Spider-Man tattoo, the I am Groot tattoo, and then when you first came on, you started talking Yankee shit. So we'll have you on to talk some sports and stuff too, man.
Do it. I am a man of many things.
That's what's up, man.
Renaissance man. Yeah.
Sure. It was a pleasure, man. I look forward to being back whenever you guys need me to.
Hell yeah. Zach, you got anything else?
No, that was good.
All right. Peace.